Hi, Jo here with a roundup of the news in the speaking industry over the past few weeks so that you can use the information to support your speaking business. So despite being a rocky road to reopening for the event industry, live events are increasing in numbers. Manchester Central, for one, has had an increase of 91% in event inquiries. The rise it comes in addition to the 100 events already booked into its pipeline for the remainder of 2021. In a few months since reopening, the venue has hosted several performances of this year's successful Manchester International Festival and will welcome a combined 7,500 attendees in next month's Housing 2021 and Fitted UK conferences, the largest capacity to date for the venue post-COVID. So not surprisingly, hotels are finding an increased desire for more contactless experiences for people using their services. They're looking at leveraging contactless technologies available to help them reimagine the guest experience and already encourage guests to use mobile check-in and mobile check-out, mobile key, mobile dining, and mobile requests whenever possible and wherever available. They're also seeing an increase in demand for workspace. With increased demand for flexible working, guests and business clients continue to want options for hybrid and flexible working spaces. Hotels will continue to offer rooms as office space, although they recognise it will be more challenging as demand for travel returns, and they're looking at the opportunity to better utilise public spaces. Azed Ahmed of Hyatt says that throughout the pandemic, they've witnessed many small businesses struggle following months of lockdowns. So they found new ways to extend care to their communities and use Hyatt spaces in new ways. In November 2020, they launched the Hyatt Loves Local initiative, and to date, more than 100 participating Hyatt hotels around the world have collaborated with local small businesses to offer complementary spaces, resources, and exposure. They feel this initiative has really had a direct impact for small business owners to help them persevere during a difficult time. Vaccine Minister Nadhim Zahawi has confirmed that vaccine passports will be required to enter large venues from October to avoid winter closures. Zahawi said the government wants to avoid an open-shut situation for the events industry and that vaccines are the best way to ensure venues stay open during the winter. He added that the government is concerned that large venues could end up causing a spike in infections due to groups of people mixing in close proximity. He said one thing that we have learned is that large gatherings of people, especially indoors, where the virus tends to spike and spread. He added that when the evidence that you are presented with is so clear-cut, we want to avoid and make sure the industry don't have to go through that open-shut sort of strategy. Then the right thing to do is to introduce vaccine passports by the end of September. His comments come after Scotland confirmed that they would require vaccine passports for entry into many large indoor and outdoor venues, and Wales is not expected to follow suit. Hotels and venues are seeing a lot of scrutiny of the force majeure and cancellation clauses in their contracts, as well as requests for greater flexibility as people come back to in-person and hold hybrid meetings, giving an insight into the understandable uncertainty of event and meeting planners. They're also seeing some unusual sleeping room to meeting space ratios that were unheard of pre-pandemic. Although in the long term, venues expect things will largely return back to the way they were pre-pandemic. As ever, it remains important when drafting and negotiating contract language that there may always be something unexpected that we think will never happen to us. And the force majeure clause is often invoked for that grey area. So it needs to be written accordingly. And the time spent negotiating the terms of the contract is time well worth spent. And it's important for both parties to really understand what the contract language means. Many sectors of the meeting and hospitality industries are facing a worrying labour shortage that could slow the successful recovery for the industry. They feel it's now more important than ever to recruit the next generation. Various programs and partnerships are being created to introduce students to the event industry, showing them the variety of career opportunities the event industry has to offer. Initiatives in the US include events that bring together leaders from the sports industry with university students, connecting students with industry professionals via holding events on campuses, and new courses and programs being put on the curriculum. While event professionals seem split on the value of virtual 3D booths, as they tend to be used now, there's general agreement that if properly implemented, the wider range of virtual reality environments do have the potential to add real value to events. Doing that, though, effectively requires a thorough grasp of what the technology can do. As one survey respondent said, if virtual reality tech is just a means to a video conference, then most attendees will avoid it. But if you can recreate the excitement and natural networking attendees experience when walking down the rows of a real trade show or exhibition, then ROI and value of the conversations greatly improves. Remember to access the Essentials course, which all our speakers have a year's access to. So if you haven't yet set up your account on the Rising Stars programme over on Mighty Networks platform, then please do that. As a professional speaker, we want to ensure that you're not only up to date with the developments in the industry, but you also get access to training and develop your speaking skills. We also provide you with inspiration from the speakers that we manage by exploring their showreels and interviews. That's all via our YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to that in the link alongside this video. Remember to check out the quarterly training topic in Rising Stars 2, where in addition to our essentials training, we take a topic every quarter that's popular or trending in the speaking industry and run a deep dive training to support your development in becoming a stellar speaker. Also in Rising Stars, check out the topic Other Courses and Training, where you'll find other resources we've put together, like our TEDx training, which includes exclusive training from a variety of TED speakers and speaker coaches, so you can gain from top advice from people who have had first-hand experience. And we've given you a list of TEDx stages to make applying for your TEDx really easy. You'll also find How to Sell from the Stage course, which includes a step-by-step process for making an offer and what that offer should include. It gives you templates and the timings and the exact words to use to get your audience on side and feel confident about making your offer from the stage. So check those out in the topic Other Courses and Training in Rising Stars on the Mighty Network platform, and the link for that is alongside this video. So that's it for this news roundup about the speaking industry. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions on what you would like to see in these updates going forward, please post them in the comments or drop us an email. Keep working on your speaker assets and update your bio, website and testimonials to reflect your virtual and hybrid delivery skills. And remember to check out our other resources available in Rising Stars to help you with your speaking business. See you next time.